Alex Parker maintained his composed demeanor as the family reunion descended into chaos around him. Uncle Richard's bold announcement about commandeering his lake house hung in the air while 20 relatives buzzed with excitement about their plans for his property. At 35, Alex had spent the last decade building Parker Innovations into a global technology powerhouse while keeping his success hidden from his judgmental family. To them, he was just quiet Alex who got lucky with some small tech investments and bought a modest lake house. The twins can take the master bedroom. Aunt Martha was already planning, waving her fork enthusiastically. And that spare room can be their study area. Alex took another bite of his burger, suppressing a smile. The spare room housed a quantum computing system worth more than their entire family's combined net worth. Alex dear, his mother Sandra interrupted. You'll need to clear out your things by next week. The twins start orientation soon. He checked his watch, right on schedule. The monthly board meeting would be starting in the underground conference room in exactly 15 minutes. His phone buzzed with the security alert he'd been waiting for. Actually, Alex said quietly, there might be a small problem with your plans. What problem? Uncle Richard frowned. You're never even there. The place is always empty when we drive by. Alex turned his phone screen toward the table, showing the live security feed. Men and women in suits were filing into the lake house through the discreet side entrance, each wearing badges with the Parker Innovations logo. That's my board of directors, Alex explained calmly. They're here for our monthly meeting. We're finalizing the release of our new quantum computing platform. The silence that fell over the gathering was absolute. Even the kids stopped playing to stare. Bored of what? Michael stammered. Alex stood up, straightening his casual shirt, which if anyone had looked closely, was actually a $900 technical fabric designed by his company's materials science division. Parker Innovations, he said. The technology company I founded 10 years ago. That empty lake house is our primary research facility. Those spare rooms you were planning to use, they're actually laboratories. The property sits on 10 acres, most of it underground. Underground? Aunt Martha whispered. 6 levels of research labs, actually. The Quantum Computing Center, Biomechanics Division, AI Development, about 300 scientists and researchers work there. Uncle Richard's face had gone pale. But you're just a computer programmer. CEO, actually, Alex corrected gently. Parker Innovations went public last year. We're worth about $40 billion now. His phone buzzed again. Another security alert. He glanced at it and smiled. If you'll excuse me, the governor just arrived for a tour of our new medical technology division. Mom, Dad, would you like to join us? It's time you saw what I actually do. His parents sat stunned, their paper plates forgotten in their laps. For 10 years they'd dismissed his career choices, constantly pushing him to take a real job at Uncle Richard's insurance company. The governor, his father William, finally managed to say, and 2 senators next week. Alex nodded. Our new neural interface technology is revolutionizing medical treatment. The government's very interested. He started walking toward his car, not the modest sedan they all knew, but the prototype electric vehicle hidden behind the tree line, another of his company's innovations. Wait, Michael called out. What about the twins? They need a place to stay for college. Alex turned back. I have a better idea. Parker Innovations offers full scholarships to promising students interested in technology and science. If the twins would like to apply, I'll have HR send over the details. Scholarships? Uncle Richard's eyes narrowed. My kids deserve more than just a chance to apply. We're family. Exactly, Alex agreed. Which is why I'm offering them an opportunity to earn something valuable, instead of just taking what isn't theirs. He could see the twins, Amy and Adam, watching with interest. Unlike their father, they'd always been curious about Alex's work, even if they didn't know its true scope. The application deadline is next month, he told them directly. Your robotics club projects show promise. Focus on those in your submissions. Walking to his car, Alex heard the chaos erupting behind him. Uncle Richard was sputtering about family obligation.
Dad.
Martha was crying about misunderstandings. His mother was calling his name, but through it all he heard quick footsteps following him. He turned to find Amy and Adam, their eyes bright with excitement. Cousin Alex, Amy said breathlessly. Those quantum computers, are they really in there? The robotics projects you mentioned. Adam added, you've been monitoring our work. Alex smiled genuinely for the first time that day. How about a tour? The governor would probably enjoy meeting some young scientists. As they walked toward the facility, Alex's phone buzzed with messages from the other relatives. He muted them all except his parents. Mom, Dad, he texted. Dinner tomorrow at the facility. There's a lot we should talk about. The facility's main entrance opened automatically as they approached. Security Chief Williams met them with badges for the twins. Welcome to Parker Innovations, Alex announced as they entered the atrium. The teens gasped at the holographic displays. The bustling researchers, the obvious signs of cutting-edge technology everywhere. This is what I've been building, while everyone thought I was failing, he explained. Every time they drove by seeing an empty house, we were making breakthroughs down here that will change the world. Why didn't you tell us? Amy asked. Because success means more when you earn it yourself, Alex replied. Speaking of which, want to see what real college opportunities look like? For the next hour, he showed them through the facility's educational wing, where interns and scholarship students worked on projects that would have seemed like science fiction to most people. His phone buzzed again. The governor had arrived. As they headed to the executive conference room, Alex noticed the twins' expressions, not entitled or assuming, like their father, but hungry to learn, to understand, to earn their place. The scholarship applications, he said as they walked. They're not just about grades. Show me what you can dream up, what problems you want to solve. That's what we look for here. The conference room doors opened to reveal the governor, the board members, and a collection of global technology leaders. Uncle Richard's plans for student housing seemed very distant now. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex addressed the room. I'd like you to meet two promising young scientists. They might be joining our scholarship program soon, if they earn it. The rest of the afternoon was a blur of presentations, demonstrations, and wide-eyed wonder from the twins. By the time they returned to the family reunion, word had spread through the gathered relatives. The modest lake house was actually a multi-billion-dollar research facility. Quiet Alex was actually a powerful CEO. The family's assumptions about his life had been completely wrong. The scholarship applications, Adam said as they parted. When can we start? The portal opens tomorrow, Alex replied. But remember, you'll be competing against students from around the world. No special treatment. We wouldn't want it anyway, Amy declared. Not after seeing what real achievement looks like. Alex watched them run back to tell their friends, their enthusiasm a sharp contrast to the shell-shocked adults, still processing the afternoon's revelations. His phone buzzed one final time. A message from his mother. We had no idea, son. All this time. Tomorrow at 7, he replied. I'll show you everything. Bring Dad. It's time you saw what your son actually does for a living. Looking back at the family gathering, Alex saw Uncle Richard slumped in his chair, his plans for appropriating the lake house thoroughly shattered. But beyond him, he saw Amy and Adam animatedly describing the quantum computers to their friends, their eyes alight with possibilities. Sometimes, Alex reflected, the best way to help family wasn't to give them what they wanted, but to show them how much more they could earn for themselves.
Aim.
Cousin Adder, you samfurnes telv, dem tamil to the 10. You set them they come in 7 bide. You set them at the mutton. The morning after the family reunion revelation, Alex sat in his real office, a state-of-the-art command center 50 feet beneath the lake's surface. Multiple screens displayed global operations, research progress, and security feeds showing the steady stream of relatives driving slowly past the lake house, as if seeing it for the first time. Sir, his assistant James appeared on the main screen. Your parents are here for their 7 o'clock meeting, and there are 17 other family members in the parking lot. Alex checked the security feed. Sure enough, a cluster of relatives who'd skipped yesterday's reunion had shown up, likely after hearing the news about his true success. Protocol 4, James. Only my parents have clearance today. Yes, sir. Security is informing the others now. Through the cameras, Alex watched as his mother and father were escorted inside, while the others were politely but firmly turned away. Uncle Richard was among them, apparently trying to argue his way in. The facility is currently hosting classified government research, the security officer explained. Only pre-approved visitors, with proper clearance, are permitted. Alex smiled, remembering how many times Uncle Richard had dismissed his work as playing with computers. Now he was desperately trying to get into the building he'd driven past without a second glance for years. The elevator doors opened, and his parents stepped into his office. Their expressions were a mix of awe and disbelief, as they took in the underwater view, the advanced technology, and their son sitting confidently at the center of it all. Alexander, his mother breathed, using his full name for the first time in years. This is incredible. Sit down, he gestured to the chairs. There's a lot to explain. As they sat, screens descended from the ceiling, displaying the full scope of Parker Innovations' global operations. That computer hobby you were so worried about, Alex began. It's now the world's leading quantum computing research facility. Those weird ideas about neural interfaces, they're helping paralyzed people walk again. The waste of time programming I did in college. It's the foundation for AI systems that are revolutionizing medicine. His father, usually so certain about everything, looked lost. Why didn't you tell us? Remember my first invention, the smart home system I developed in high school? They nodded. It had been a point of contention. They'd wanted him focusing on serious subjects. You told me to stop wasting time and follow Uncle Richard into insurance. So I stopped sharing my ideas, started working in secret, built something bigger than anyone could have imagined. But we're family, his mother protested weakly. Exactly why I couldn't let family connections define my success. Everything here was earned through work, innovation, and persistence. A notification popped up on his screen. Amy and Adam had just submitted their scholarship applications, less than 24 hours after learning about the program. The twins get it, he said, showing his parents the application.
Oh.
They're not asking for special treatment. They want to earn their place. Richard's been calling all morning, his mother admitted. He's not happy about yesterday.
I know.
He's tried to reach every board member, claiming family privilege. But that's not how this works anymore. Alex pulled up another screen, showing the facility's educational wing. Dozens of young researchers worked on cutting-edge projects, each having earned their position through merit. This is what real opportunity looks like, he explained. Not handed down, but worked for. Built, earned. His father stood up, walking to the underwater window. All those times we drove past, thought you were hiding here, avoiding real work. I was building the future, Alex finished, and now I'm offering the family a chance to be part of it, if they're willing to work for it. His phone buzzed. Uncle Richard was now demanding a family meeting to discuss Alex's responsibilities to the family. No more handouts, Alex said firmly, but plenty of opportunities for those willing to earn them, starting with you two. His parents looked up, surprised. Mom, your background in education could be valuable to our training program. Dad, your experience in project management, properly updated with our technologies, could help streamline operations. But you'll need to complete the same training as any other employee. You'd make your own parents start at the bottom, his mother asked. I'd give my parents the chance to earn real success, Alex corrected. Just like I did. Before they could respond, another alert flashed across his screen. The twins' scholarship applications had already passed the first round of automated screening, their robotics work showing genuine promise. See, Alex showed them the results. Merit, not family ties. That's the future I'm building. His father turned from the window, standing straighter. Where do we start? Alex smiled, pressing a button. 2 tablets emerged from the desk. Training begins Monday. Standard employee orientation. No shortcuts, no special treatment. Ready to earn your place in the future. They exchanged glances, then reached for the tablets. As they signed the agreements, Alex felt a weight lift. Finally, his family would understand the difference between being given something and earning it. Welcome to Parker Innovations, he said formally. Now let's show you what real innovation looks like. The tour took 2 hours, revealing the full scope of his hidden empire. His mother cried when she saw children walking again, thanks to their neural interfaces. His father stood speechless in the quantum computing center, finally understanding what his son had built while they weren't watching. As they left, Alex checked his messages. Uncle Richard had called an emergency family meeting for that evening, no doubt to discuss how to handle Alex's success. Sir James appeared on screen. The twins' applications have cleared secondary screening. They're invited for practical tests next week. Good, Alex nodded. And the others? 17 relatives submitted applications since this morning, all claiming family connection as primary qualification. Standard process, Alex ordered. Merit only. Family gets the same chance as everyone else. No more, no less. Looking out at the lake surface above, Alex smiled. The ripples from yesterday's revelation were still spreading, but the water would clear eventually. Those willing to dive deep and work hard would find incredible opportunities. Those waiting to be handed success would be left on the shore, watching others swim past. His phone buzzed one final time. A message from Amy. Thanks for showing us what's possible when you earn it. We won't let you down. Just do the work, he typed back. That's all I ask. The emergency family meeting was held at Uncle Richard's house that evening. Alex chose to attend virtually. His holographic presence projected from a small device he'd placed on the dining room table, another Parker Innovations creation that left his relatives gaping. Show off, Uncle Richard muttered, trying to maintain his authority over the gathered family members. Now, we're here to discuss Alex's obligations to this family. Alex's lifelike hologram sat calmly wearing his CEO attire rather than the casual clothes they were used to seeing him in. The contrast was striking. Power suited him better than the carefully crafted disguise of mediocrity he'd worn for years. Before we begin, Alex interrupted smoothly. I should inform everyone that this meeting is being recorded for legal purposes. My company's attorneys advised it, given the nature of the gathering. That created an immediate stir. Several relatives shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Lawyers. Aunt Martha sputtered. We're family. Exactly why legal clarity is essential, Alex replied. Especially given the numerous attempts to access restricted areas of my facility today, and the 17 applications citing family connections as their primary qualification. Uncle Richard's face reddened. Now see here, Alex. You've clearly done well for yourself, but you have a responsibility to help your family. Those laboratories could easily accommodate a quantum computing center and classified government research. Alex finished. Or did you mean the neural interface testing facility? Which of those would you like your kids to use as a dorm room? The sarcasm wasn't lost on anyone. Amy and Adam, sitting quietly in the corner, tried to hide their smiles. The twins' applications, by the way, have passed 2 rounds of screening, Alex continued. On merit alone. No mention of family connections. They understood what really matters. This isn't about merit. Uncle Richard slammed his hand on the table, passing right through Alex's hologram. This is about family loyalty. Is it? Alex's hologram stood walking around the table. Where was that family loyalty when I needed startup funding? When I was working 18-hour days building my company? When I tried to share my dreams and was told to get a real job instead? The room fell silent. Even Uncle Richard had no immediate response. But that worked out for the best. Alex continued, his voice softer. Because it forced me to earn everything, to build something real. And now I'm offering the same opportunity to all of you. He gestured and documents appeared in the air around him. Another holographic display that made several relatives gasp. Parker Innovations has positions open at every level. Training programs, internships, research roles. Every one of you is welcome to apply. But you'll be evaluated on merit, skills and potential, not last names. And those who don't want to start at the bottom, someone asked, are free to continue their current careers. Alex replied simply. No one is obligated to join Parker Innovations, just like I'm not obligated to hand over company assets as family party favors. His mother, who had been quiet until now, stood up. I start orientation on Monday, she announced. At entry level. Because I want to earn my place in my son's company, not demand it. Sandra, Aunt Martha gasped. You can't be serious. I am. His mother replied firmly. I've spent 10 years underestimating my son. I won't spend another day expecting him to diminish his success to make others comfortable. Alex's hologram smiled. The first real warmth he'd shown since the meeting began. The applications portal remains open, he said. But here's what you're really applying for. The air filled with images, revolutionary medical treatments, advanced AI systems, sustainable energy solutions, space exploration technology. We're not just a successful company, we're changing the world. Those who earn their place with us will be part of that change. Those who expect it handed to them will watch from the sidelines. Amy raised her hand, a student's gesture that made Alex smile again. Yes, cousin. The practical tests next week, she said. Will we be working with the actual quantum computing team? If you pass, yes, just like any other qualified applicant. The difference in reactions around the room was striking. The twins literally buzzed with excitement, while their father seemed to deflate further with each passing moment. This is your idea of family loyalty. Uncle Richard tried one last time, making us jump through hoops. No, Alex replied calmly. This is my idea of respect. Respecting you enough to offer real opportunities instead of handouts. Respecting the company I built enough to maintain its standards. And respecting myself enough to stand firm on both. His hologram walked to the twins. Speaking of respect, your initial designs for quantum-enhanced robotics control systems are impressive. The team is looking forward to seeing your practical tests. They beamed with pride, not from family connection, but from earning genuine recognition. Meeting adjourned, Alex announced. The applications portal closes in 2 weeks. Merit only, no exceptions. Choose wisely. His hologram flickered out, leaving the family to process everything. The divisions were already clear. Those inspired to earn their place, and those angry about losing their assumed privileges. Back in his underwater office, Alex watched the gathering break up through the house's security cameras. His parents left immediately, headed home to study for their orientation. The twins huddled over tablets, already preparing for their tests. Others lingered, arguing about family loyalty and obligations. His phone buzzed, a message from Amy. Thanks for making us earn it. It means more this way. Keep that attitude, he replied. It's what separates success from entitlement. Looking out at the dark lake waters, Alex felt at peace with his decisions. The family would adapt or not, succeed or fail, entirely on their own merits, just as he had. James appeared on his screen. Sir, we've received 10 more applications. All merit-based, no mention of family connections. Progress, Alex smiled. Send them through standard processing. The light rippling through the water cast moving shadows across his office. Like those ripples, the changes he'd set in motion would spread far beyond this moment. Some would sink, some would swim, but none could say they weren't given a fair chance to earn their place in the future. 3 months after the family meeting, Alex stood in the Quantum Computing Center, watching the twins present their first major project to the research team. Their prototype for quantum-enhanced robotic controls had exceeded all expectations, earning them permanent positions in the scholarship program. Remarkable progress, Dr. Hansen, the head of research, whispered to Alex. Hard to believe they're first-year students. They earned it, Alex replied, emphasizing the word that had become a mantra in his family. The transformation over the past quarter had been fascinating to watch. Of the 32 family members who initially demanded access to his success, only 8 had chosen to pursue legitimate opportunities through merit. Those 8, however, had thrown themselves into the challenge with surprising dedication. His mother had excelled in the education division, her teaching experience proving invaluable in developing training programs for new employees. His father, after a challenging adjustment period, found his niche in project management. Once he stopped fighting the new technologies and started learning them. Uncle Richard hadn't spoken to him since the family meeting, but Alex noticed his cousin Michael had quietly submitted a proper application last week, focusing on his software development skills rather than family connections. Sir James appeared at his side. The quarterly family progress reports are ready. Alex nodded, following him to the conference room. The screens displayed performance metrics for all family members currently involved with Parker Innovations. Amy and Adam advanced to second-year curriculum in 3 months. Sandra Parker, mom, promoted to education division. Team lead William Parker, dad, completed advanced tech certification, now managing 2 research projects. 5 other relatives, progressing through various entry-level positions, all meeting or exceeding standards. And the rejection statistics? Alex asked. 12 relatives have attempted to bypass the application process through various means. James reported. All blocked. 3 have threatened legal action. But our documentation is solid. Alex smiled, remembering Uncle Richard's failed attempt to claim partial ownership based on a 20-year-old loan he'd never actually provided. The elevator doors opened, and Amy rushed in, still buzzing from her presentation. Cousin Alex, Dr. Hansen approved our prototype for full development. We're getting our own lab space. Earned, not given. Alex reminded her gently. Oh, we know, she grinned. We've got the bruises from the robotics training to prove it. But guess what? Dad submitted an application yesterday. Alex raised an eyebrow. Uncle Richard, the loudest critic of his merit-based system, had finally swallowed his pride. Standard process? He asked James. Yes, sir. He's applied for an entry-level position in project coordination.
Oh.
No mention of family connections. Actually a solid application, focusing on his 30 years of management experience. Alex nodded approvingly. Process it normally. No special treatment, positive or negative. Looking out at the lake through the underwater windows, Alex reflected on the past 3 months. The family had split into 3 distinct groups: those who earned their places, those who rejected the opportunity entirely, and those who were slowly realizing that merit mattered more than blood ties. His phone buzzed, a message from his mother. Family dinner tonight. The real kind, not the old kind. He knew what she meant. The genuine conversations they had now, about innovations and possibilities, were nothing like the old family gatherings full of subtle jabs and dismissive comments about his work. My private dining room, 7 p.m., he replied. Tell Dad to bring his project proposals. Amy was still bouncing with excitement. Can we show them our quantum robotics designs? If you've finished the security protocols. Alex smiled. She'd learned quickly that even family had to follow proper procedures. Later that evening, watching his parents and the twins engage in an animated discussion about quantum computing applications, Alex felt a deep satisfaction. They weren't just relatives anymore. They were colleagues who had earned their places in his world. His phone buzzed one final time. Uncle Richard, I submitted my application. I understand now. Thank you for making us earn it. Alex saved the message, a reminder that real change was possible when pride gave way to genuine effort. Sir James appeared on the dining room screen. Tomorrow's schedule. Keep it clear until noon. Alex replied. I'm teaching the twins' morning quantum mechanics class. Because that was the real secret. Success meant nothing if you couldn't help others earn their own. Not through handouts or family ties, but through opportunity, education, and honest effort. Looking around the table at his family, the ones who had chosen to earn their place, Alex knew he'd made the right decision. The lake house that Uncle Richard had tried to claim now housed something far more valuable than vacation space, a legacy of earned success that would outlast any inherited privilege. To merit, he raised his glass. To earning it, they responded in unison. The underwater lights illuminated their smiling faces, casting ripples across the room like the waves of change that had transformed his family, from entitled relatives into something far more valuable, worthy colleagues in the future he was building. The end.